Hello, hello.
Give it a second.
Amy Sagar.
Who?
Amy Sagar.
I like it.
Alright, let's go ahead and give us an intro, guys.
Listen, hey, we are EMN. I'm Rick Rule.
Gunner.
Johnny.
Boom.
How you doing? How we doing?
Hello.
Do we just
Mr.
wait
and
on
Mrs.
questions or
America.
what we doing? Hey, Bill, how you doing? Bill Chavis. Thank
This
you.
is Troy.
This is Troy Fleming. He
Troy
couldn't be here
Fleming.
today. He's watching the football, I believe.
Alright, we're starting to get some people in. We got about 8 people.
There we go.
I was gonna say, should we just cut it?
Welcome to our chat room.
You can't believe what. So who's questioning? Anybody questioning?
You got some questions?
No, not yet.
Oh no, we're no questions.
Oh, Alan's
No
like the
question.
moderator.
You don't have to have questions when you watch the documentary, apparently.
No, maybe not. Who is buried in Grant's tomb?
No question. Who's buried in Grant's
Who's
tomb?
buried in Grant's tomb?
So why do you have the Viking hammer there?
Oh yeah, we just saying our buddy Troy, the bass player, Troy Fleming. He had a Steelers game today, so he ain't gonna make it.
One of his nicknames is the
He
Viking.
sent one of his stand-ins. Well, I don't like it.
You got that text from Bill? So,
Oh,
I like it.
thank you, Bill.
Bill.
Bill Chavis, what's up? No questions. I like it. We're sitting on the internet looking idiots.
Yeah.
But we're good at that. We've been screwing up for years, so.
well, ask them to ask you anything.
All right.
It's their time to ask you guys any question.
Have you guys ever seen Spinal Tap?
We have seen Spinal. We are Spinal Tap.
Okay, I do have some questions.
Right on.
Oh!
So
Cool,
why don't you
no
guys talk about what it was like re-recording the "Love Can Make You Blind" song, and why you did it?
Why we did it mainly just for the fans that's been with us since that song took me from a 10 by 20 store all to all over all the fans that have been with us the whole time. Just wanted to make a good version. We play it a little different. This band, we've been playing it for a while, and just I asked them while we were in the studio, we had time. I was like, "You careful, you do Love Can Make You Blind," and
And it was Alan's idea.
just thought it was a bad idea. We just wanted to make a really good version. When we did our first record, we played 13 shows, and then the next day we had a big old giant record deal, and didn't really know what was going on, but we kind of go ass backwards at things anyway. So just wanted to do it, for me and for the people that hung out, since day one. And a lot of people haven't heard it, and here's your chance today.
Cool. You got some shout outs. Eric Hernandez says, "What's up, my brothers? So
Eric.
how excited are y'all to get out there and play this record live?"
Oh man, we're itching. We've got to play it one time live so far. Was out with our buddy Ron Keel a couple weeks ago, and we're ready to go. We've been in our room working, so we're ready to do it. New album, Resurrect The Faithful, right?
Right.
Right on.
Yep. That's my idea, too.
So,
Yeah.
Wendy's driver says new stuff sounds great. Be proud.
Very proud.
Oh man, just shut that off. However it shuts off.
Thank
I'm
you,
sorry,
Wendy.
dude.
No, that's good.
Thank you, darling. Darling.
Sorry.
Let's see, Alan, what has it been like for you to come into an established band like EMN? And what has it
Come
done
into a
for
mess.
your-
Yeah.
What was the second part?
And what has it done for your career?
Well, I'm still driving a pickup truck. It was a big change. It happened really fast. We're all from Memphis, basically. Rick not so much, but he's been here for 30 years.
Seems like it.
And somehow we never crossed paths. We still kind of wonder how that happened.
Right.
It just is timing. And it was a great experience for me. I had pretty much written off trying, to do an original project again at this point in my life. I was just kind of playing covers and just happy to be playing drums still. So when this came along, I jumped on it, and it just hit. It worked out great.
Man, Cat came over first night we were rehearsing, and we'd been doing trying out different people, and we had one song we were kind of stuck on, and Alan came in the first night. And I think we did 5 right out of the gate, and then made it probably through 3. Just humming it to him, made it through 3 more, and he just kind of fit in with us. He jumped into a big ball. He was learning songs. We were supposed to be out on the road, and he jumped in and took a hold. And he's our brother, man. Good cat, good drummer.
So, Johnny Gunner, how do you choose who is playing the guitar leads?
Oh, I don't know. It's just
Fist
it
fight,
just
side.
evolves. It just evolves itself, kind of like I mean, as we go through and write it. Like sometimes, depending. I don't know. How does it usually work itself out?
I mean, usually just one person kind of gravitates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think whoever's vibing on it, one of you guys
Yeah.
usually kind of has more of a vibe on it. And
That's kind of the way we do everything, though. It comes into the room, and if it gets everybody's attention,
I mean-
people jump on it and do different pieces. It's kind of a neat little process. It's kind
There's-
of a pain in the ass process too, but
There's lead guitar all through it, though, is kind of the thing, though. It's just like wherever it kind of fits, just one of us sticks it in there. It's like filling kind of holes a little bit. Always making sure that we kind of stay out of each other's sort of, each guitar has a certain frequency that it hits, so you want to make sure that you're differentiated enough when you're doing your thing to hit that. But
right on.
it's pretty organic.
Make them both sound cool. Is that it?
Like Keith and Nick,
Yeah.
or not Nick.
Keith and Mick.
Well, actually, no.
Bill Parsons.
No. Second guitar player after Mick Taylor.
Right on.
All right, can you maybe tell me a little bit about the band, how the band has evolved today?
Wow. We've been lucky on, just, it's the biggest thing with a band to me is it's got to have chemistry. It's got to have, the basket case, and it's got to have all the ingredients. And I got really lucky because the first band had it, and I kind of had it through the middle there. But this band here, all of us are on the same page. We're all trying to, not do another EMN record just like the last one, or just like the hit, or just like this. We just keep growing. We write different shit every day. We just finished this new record, Resurrect The Faithful, and we probably got 4 songs already started for a new record. That's just what we do, If not, we'll go crazy and people make us leave.
Okay, got a shout out from a Will Mass. He says, I gotta say, I was never a huge fan, but I'm really glad you did the documentary because it gave me insights into your personalities. I'm really digging the new material, and now because of the personal connection through the doc, I've become a bigger fan. Look forward to catching y'all live again. Thanks again for the personal connection. My question is, what do y'all listen to that many might go, really?
All right, that's polka. No, man. I mean, shoot, we listen to everything. John probably listens to more stuff that I've never heard of because he listens to good music.
You guys
Man,
got
we
Beyonce in there?
yeah, everything. We listen to just about everything. We'll be listening to bluegrass and
I like AM Gold. I have a secret AM Gold thing, like yacht rock, actually. Like Jerry
he's
Rafferty.
got a lot of secrets, y'all. Hard to say though. I mean, I don't know the craziest thing I've listened to, and I've been listening to Alice Cooper for the last 2 months. So
Pokey Lafarge.
yeah,
Pokey Lafarge, actually.
Bill Parsons, he's got a good record.
So, okay, we got a couple more. This one's from Patrick Breen. Says, so I heard you recorded Love Can Make You Blind for this album. Is it an updated version or just the chance of revisiting it for a re-record? Great tune, by the way.
No, it was really, I mean, really for me, it was just the first record. Like I said, we didn't know what we were doing, so it was just we really took the song apart, dissected it, worked out the backups, worked on everything on it, and you know, we play, like I said, we play a little different live now, so just kind of, you know, showing this is just this band's interpretation of that song, not trying to be another hit song, or not trying to be anything else, just wanted to do it for me. I wanted a good version, because every time I hear the one on the first record, it you know, it kills me, because you know, I was like, man, we could have done so many things different if we were just not too young and stupid, and you know, you live and learn. But yeah, I mean,
It's updated, but it's
definitely
the same
updated.
song, but it's, you know, it's just what it's evolved into, especially with this.
yeah, I mean,
lineup.
us five guys, it's a whole different feel. I mean, the song's still there, but it's just it's the updated, right? It's gotta be updated. Okay. Gravy.
Retribution.
So far, how has the response been to the new single, Breathe?
Well, it's been very good. It was very surprising, because, you know, when it first came out, I'm not one of those people that watch the number and chase it, because it'll make you go mad, but it was cool to see it. You walk by and look at it, and it was like popped up from 6, and then the next thing you know, it was 1,000, and, you know, I think we're up to 47,000 or
50,
something
right.
like 50,000 right now.
Threshold of
in
50.
2 days. So I'm real good, man. Because if it would have topped out at 1,000, I'd have been happy. I just wanted a couple of people to see it, and then I just, you know, I want to go out and play it, you know. So, but I'm glad. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
So this one can kind of go around the room. What are some of y'all's biggest influences?
Well, mine would definitely be, you know, Alice Cooper, and you know, that's probably my biggest. That's what made me get into this. When I seen that Welcome to My Nightmares concert when I was young, and I was sold. So that was me. And who's your man?
Me? I don't know. I gotta think about that one for a second.
Well, we coming back.
Yeah.
You know, it's mostly just right now. It's just like anything, just songs, like just crafting
Songs.
a really good song. I mean, because there's so many, you know, Instagram and stuff like that where you watch people just play and like technicalities of people, like, you know, there's so many great people that can play and play circles around.
Make you want to put your
Yeah,
guitar down.
make you want to quit. Which, you know, it's never, but it's just like, you know, there's only a handful of folks that can just really write a really great song that's going to hold your interest for, you know, that whole 3 minutes while you're
Right.
driving down the road, you know. So
I feel you got to live it to write it though.
Yeah.
Myself, you know, you just.
I can actually answer that. Like, so everybody's got, like, you know, bands that we grew up listening to, and, you know, bands that we're all like, you know, I mean, that you hear
Mine
on
has-
the radio. No, actually, to be perfect, if I have to be like perfectly honest,
She married
the
Leonard
the
Skinner.
the stuff that had the most influence on me were, I was blessed enough to have the musicians that I had around me. It was those guys, like Tony Spinner's one dude.
Uh-huh.
Like Eric Lewis, Freddie Thompson, Bubba John, Terrence,
Yeah, them were great
Bishop,
players.
you know, guys like that. You know,
Who's your
watch.
main guy though? Tell me your main man. The main guy you just love guitar.
Oh, let me think.
Bill Parsons.
Who made you want to play
Man.
guitar?
Who made you want to play that guitar box, boy?
Probably Steve Clark.
There you go.
Steve Clark. Well, that's not a bad thing.
Probably Steve Clark. Followed very closely by Audley Freed. Oddly.
Oddly.
Alan.
Well, for me, Peter Criss was the first that made me. That's when I knew I wanted to play drums.
Who?
Pete Criss. Pete Criscuolo.
Pete.
And then, of course, John Bonham. I discovered him after I got into Kiss when I was about 8 years old. I think my brother turned me on to him, and then I found Led Zeppelin, and it just grew from there. So, but I came up playing the first stuff I learned to play, the first stuff I played in my first band was Priest, Maiden, Metallica, Scorpions, Van Halen.
I mean, we're
that
kind
kind
of
of
all
stuff.
children of that, you know, everything you heard growing up, you know, from Priest to
Yeah,
everything, you know.
it all.
I hear bits of that in this record, just you know, just because it's everybody's influences, and it, you know, there's just little parts, and you know, where you like, man, you know, that kind of got a little Priest feel, or it's got a little of this feel, and you know,
Oddball bits.
yeah, it's rock and roll, man. Scratch it.
If you listen carefully, you can even pick out a little bit of Genesis. There's definitely a little Genesis moment in there at one little tiny point,
Huh?
I think.
He done
Not giving it
further than
away.
me. He smoked more weed than I.
Alright, got one from Eric Hernandez. Do y'all enjoy making videos, or do you find it a necessary evil?
Well, man, we just write songs. It's kind of weird to put them to video, but you know, you get to stand in a room and dance around, and somebody films you, and you get to drink beer and stuff. It's a necessary evil, but it's
There's worse things we could be
right.
doing.
Yeah, could
But
be
we'd
digging
rather
a ditch.
We'd rather be writing songs. But yeah, it's kind of a necessary evil, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
It's just
You gotta
part,
do it.
It's just part of it. Like, oh, okay.
They got to see you purdy.
Here.
Alright, this one's kind of a little bit of a deep dive here.
What's that mean?
What do you think of the current situation with the pandemic, and how has it affected you as a band?
Who asked that question? I'm just curious.
This would be Mr. Bill Chavis.
Oh, no, wiener.
Well,
Just kidding.
I think it's a plandemic. I think it'll all start rapidly fade away after the election. Clearly, it's not nearly as bad as they tried to make it out to be. And I have not used hand sanitizer since
or took a shower.
January, and you know, I'm not scared.
Well, I have strong feelings about it as well. I kind of feel like, you know, I didn't elect the health department, and yet the health department is actually legislating how we operate, and I think that that's got some constitutional problems with it.
Well, let me tell you the good thing about it was we came off the road after riding on our grind record for roughly 3 years, and we were writing this record, and it kind of hit right when we were recording and stuff. So it just gave it closed everything down, but it just let us it gave us a hold to finish the record, finish the first video, and do all that. So in a way, it kind of helped us, but you know, it kind of got us ahead of the game. So. But it's bullshit, is what it is.
We're non-masters.
Sorry.
So this one's from Sherry Williams. It says, looking forward to hearing all the songs on the new album. Do you each have a favorite tune to play on the album?
Yeah. There's a couple. Sin in My Heart is probably my fave, just because it's just nasty. What would be you? What do you
I like that. I like Resurrect.
Resurrect's
a lot.
good.
The outro is a lot of fun.
It's a pretty good record. I mean, all the songs we really fought. We really, when we recorded this record, we took everything and just kind of the way we attacked everything, the way we came into songs and everything. We just kind of to make sure that we wasn't doing something, you know, that's that's expected or this or that. So. And we fought for a lot, and we didn't talk for a couple of days, and we did all the things you do when you're right. But you know, I'm proud of every one of these songs. I'm even proud of coming back and doing "Love Can Make You Blind" again, because in this kind of situation, you don't never get to do that. You know, you just got to live with things. You know.
I can promise you one thing, that there's no filler tracks on there. So, but if Sherry, if you hear what you think is a filler track, we would love your feedback on which one it is, because every song is.
They're stoner tracks, y'all.
Every song, I mean, even now when we rehearse everything, I mean, nobody kind of looks away or anything. Everybody's just ready to head. You know, we love playing the songs.
Yeah, that's a good point. I love playing all of them. I mean, and if you're involved in the writing process and you make it your own and do your thing on it, you know, I enjoy playing the parts that I wrote, and I think everybody else does.
Learning them, yeah. I mean, it's
I'm still learning some of
It's
them.
a beautiful process. It's a real beautiful process, you know, when it all comes together. you know, there's times when it's a big mess and you're going, I don't know what we're gonna do. And then when I was doing Resurrect, I just left out a little line and it changed the whole thing. And I wrestled with this song for weeks, going, man, I don't want to do this song. And it's one of my favorites now. Good job, Gunner.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sirs. It's a good team.
So, with the current situation, pandemic and all, will there be any new live performances on the horizon?
Nice we can get.
Anything we can get, we go out and play. You know, we played how was it, 3 weeks ago when we played with Ron Kill? Something like that.
Kansas City.
First time we've been out since all this went down, so we were ready to eat, ready to get on stage and let the dog eat. So, yeah, we're looking for anything. We're gonna go play anywhere. We're gonna do
As soon
the
as they'll
Screw
let us, we're
COVID
there.
tour or whatever, and just go do it. And what's the worst that'll happen? I'll die. I'll sell a record.
So, tour plans for 2021, nothing in stone?
Everything that we had booked overseas and everything when this thing hit is just got bumped to next year. So I'm not real sure. I have to call Bill Chavis and ask him what the calendar says. But yeah, like just about everything we had just got shifted over to, and I'm sure it'll get shifted again. So
Yeah, until things open back up, I don't think any of us we can't be sure about anything. But as soon as possible, we're hitting the road. We're
we've
all
been
ready.
doing some pretty cool Friday night gigs at my house.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess if you guys want to let them know that the floor is kind of open for some questions.
Yeah, man, we're open for questions.
The
Anything you
floor
want to
is
know. Floor is open.
The floor is open. It's open.
But in the interim, I guess I can ask you what how this band compares now to other incarnations throughout the years.
Oh, this band's, I mean, the other versions of this band are what they were, but this band here, it's definitely something special. I was talking about chemistry earlier. It's just, it's real hard to find, you know, 4 or 5 guys that are, you know, and we're not, you know, we all want a little bit of shot of money. Money's good, but everybody's focused on song and playing well and, you know, staying healthy and keeping our shit together, you know, and that's hard to find in the chemistry with us writing. We really gel. We've been together for a pretty good bit, except for Alan. And like I said, he jumped into a whirlwind of hell and fit right in. He's one of us, you know.
2 years of bliss.
Bliss, right? Good word.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. It's this band is a monster that ate the first band and the second, you know. So these guys here, they're my brothers. They're good. They you know, they made my world a lot more free and fun live wise. Anyway, got Alan singing and John and Gunner on guitars. It's just a beautiful thing, and I can't thank them enough, and I can't thank everybody for hanging out and staying with us enough. Because I went, you know, I go like this and fall off the bridge, and it takes a minute to get back home. But this right here is good, man. We all locked in, and we're together. We're hunting bear, you know, loaded for bear and ready to eat.
For non-musicians, I think a lot of people don't understand. You can take 4 or 5 good musicians, great musicians, and put them in a band. It doesn't make a great band. You got to have the personalities, the chemistry. It's got to be, everything's got to be right. It's not easy to do. If it was easy, you know.
And you got to be able to deal with everybody's quirky quirks, right?
Yeah, you got to deal with everybody's shit and you know, live together and share confined spaces on the road, and you know. So it's when it's good like that, and the writing. We had our moments where, you know, we were ready to choke each other a few times, but for the most part, it was pretty smooth,
Yeah.
pretty easy. I mean, we all just, it's very natural. It just, whatever comes out, we all just do our thing, put our own.
Plus, we record every single thing that we do, so that way we have you know, we don't lose it.
And
stuff.
everybody's really really open to, experiment, with
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 anything.
ideas,
What's up, Gunner?
with ideas, from anybody. I mean,
I know, right?
it might take a second or something, but it all comes together pretty natural.
There's a lot of times where we're looking at each other, one's explaining, the other's going like,
Yeah.
"What are you saying?" What?
Yeah, we don't have the music vocabulary. We're working on it though.
Right. We do a lot of ba-na-na-na-na.
We like intros,
Right.
choruses, bridges. Those are three big ones.
Right.
We hate
Yeah.
even numbers.
Right.
Endings, we'll get to those at the end. We'll
Right.
just make
Yeah.
Man, it's like this band is
We'll look
very
for that.
natural. Where things take off and we just kind of let it see where it goes, and it's called jamming. And people used to do that in the day. They just get in a room and jam and let the song kind of float around, and then and start dissecting it and pick it out. And it's crazy. It's a crazy, beautiful thing. It's my favorite thing in the world. So
Yeah, we don't force anything. We let it happen, and we don't.
No thumb
we
in
don't.
it.
We don't walk into the room for a writing session and go, "We're going to write a song like this or about this." We just do it.
just whatever, it just comes out. And
Wherever,
every time we have tried to do something like, let's just write something, and we'd sit there on one piece and go, and by the end of the night, I was like, it's not good. Don't even worry about it.
nothing's forced. Like, you just kind of let it go where it goes. You guys remember, like, 2 weeks ago, we were doing something, screwing around with an ending, and somehow or another it ended up being like a widespread panic kind of sounded sort of Allman Brothers thing.
We all knew that, but you.
That was fun. I liked it.
I'm just kidding.
Good weed.
Good
Yes.
weed.
Good weed is very helpful.
Yeah,
in the
this
writing
this
process.
record was brought to you by marijuana. I will say.
Okay, this one comes from
Is it to Troy?
James Hollenstein.
I just did an interview with him. He's cool as heck.
You guys did such a great job on the documentary with all the footage you have over the years. Would you consider doing a full-length movie documentary on the band's career?
Well, if we could talk somebody into paying for that and doing it, we would. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much up for anything. The thing that when we did this documentary, I've seen a million of them. I didn't want to, an hour and a half of stuff like this, because you can only watch people do stupid things and play in the studio and talk to somebody and hum stuff for so long. So we just, it'd probably be a short movie, because after about 15 minutes you figure me out, and most of us, because we're simple stupid. We just write rock songs, and we just like to play music and go out and kick ass. And that's basically it.
Okay, this one is from Troy Foltz, and he says, looking forward to the new record. Can I ask why the break between Wake Up Screaming and Smoking Delta Voodoo, in addition to space between Deeper Shade of Gray and Grind?
Well, the space between, what was it, Deeper Shade of Gray and Smoking Delta Voodoo is because the Smoking Delta Voodoo record, if you look at it real close and take in the meaning, that was the cause of the breakdown there. That was the Smoking Delta Voodoo part. I'm one of those people, if I get a buzz or do something and start feeling good, then if I don't stop myself, anything goes, and it can go for forever. And that's kind of what happened. Just went wide open, went on a couch tour, lost my focus, lost lost my band, and was just kind of swimming around in a world of not knowing what I was going to do. So, I've got my shit together. I woke up one day at the mall on a Sunday with everybody looking at me. I was laying on the floor, and figured right then was the time to get it back together. And Paisan and me and Troy, we just started playing, and these guys come in, and we just put the band back together. And then these records, as the drug addiction went away and the stronger I got, that record came, and then Smoking Delta Voodoo was pretty much talking me. That was my, what do you call it? My self-help
Recovery record?
recovery record, whatever. my buddy Danny Brown I was recording with, he goes, man, he gave me the keys to the studio, and I goes, man, you are a bitch. I'm gonna give you the key. And I'll go through this shit tomorrow. But you know, Smoking Delta Voodoo is just pretty much everything coming out of the haze of where I was at, and then you know,
Great record.
great record. I sold my Corvette to get that, do that record. And then what was after smoking,
Drinking.
drinking?
Was grinding.
Drinking Delta Voodoo.
After Delta Voodoo, you know, we just did a couple of things, but you know, that's when the internet was kicking in and everything, and rock and roll was pretty much dead. You know, it was just like we were playing, we were still playing all over the place, little bitty places, holding the walls, somebody's backyard, you know, whatever, and just writing records. Just wasn't a budget to, you know, we could record a record, and we was on a littler label, and it'd go out a little bit, but we just kept working and working, and we got to grind, and we it was just a 5-song EP, and we ran into Larry Petro down in Texas, and he saw the show and heard the CD, and he called Bill Chavis and said, hey man, you know what the Nightmares are doing? And Bill Chavis called me, and I sent him the record, and he called me back and goes, let's do a full-length record, and here we are. You know, it was just a you know, a up and down of, you know, just enough money to do a little CD. Some of them, you know, I recorded one in 2 weeks. I think it was Deeper Shade of Gray, recorded in 2 weeks. As soon as we got done recording, went into mixing, and that was another 2 weeks. And then right after that was mastering, so our ears were burnt, we were shot, but we only had a space this big, and we were on the road, and we'd written that record, and we just stopped in, recorded it, and it's not the best sounding stuff, and it's got its things about it. The songs are great, and maybe we'll get to redo some of them over. But you know, that's where we were, up, down. You do a good record, you stay up for a couple of years. You do a not so good record, you're back down. So that's it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Alright, so this one's from Sherry Williams. Do each of you have anything special that you do in preparation for a live show?
Well, everybody, I think. I pace back and forth constantly, and the bus driver Brad will stand at one end, and I'll pace, and I'll stop and say 2 words to him, and then I'll pace again. He just stands there waiting on me. And I'm sure Gunner's got his thing. Bone likes to drink Jaeger. Him and Troy. And what do you do, John?
Well, we just wait. I mean, that's, you know, playing live. That's what we wait for the whole time in between.
That's my favorite.
I mean, it's like just like waiting to take a breath. I mean, it's like, and then when we get to play live, that is the breath, you know.
You're right. That's a good word.
Yeah.
We smoke a little weed before we play, though. You know.
I would love to warm up on a drum kit before shows, but it's just hard. It's not feasible in most of the places that we.
Get you some cans. Sorry.
It's hard to go up there tight and just jump right in, but
So,
we get it done.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all this band is. We're just a rock and roll band. No special term, no heavy metal, no whatever, man.
No backing tracks.
No backing tracks.
No smoke. No mirror. Well, some smoke.
We got smoke.
No mirrors.
No mirrors.
Not anymore.
I mean, just grip it and rip it, and that's it. You know, 5 guys playing 5 things. One of us might be playing 2.
Okay, this one's from Tim Jourdain. Says, have you guys ever thought about making a blues CD?
No,
A blues CD? Well,
they'll probably have to.
they've
find
all
another
kind
drummer
of
to
been
do that.
bluesy because there haven't been a lot of good things happening.
I just shouted out, I was a bad thing or not. Sorry. That's
Man,
the
you know,
way.
we're liable to do anything, man. We
Well, again, it's whatever. If a blues song comes out
Right.
and we write it, then it'll be on the next record. But we're not going to go, hey, let's write a blues song. That's just not what we do.
I mean,
we did a very few cover songs and stuff like that. We did a version of House of the Rising Sun, and it was very different than the recorded version. But that's what we like to do. Take when we do a cover, we'd like to take it and just, you know, make it our way and screw it all up. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, there's elements of the blues all throughout this
Oh, yeah.
this whole record. So I
Yeah.
mean, are you talking about? Are we gonna do like a Buddy Guy?
Yeah.
Are we gonna do a a traditional blues record? Probably never. But
Who knows?
Never say never. Yeah.
Right? I got the young man's blues.
So I guess final question, and then we'll wrap it up.
All right.
What's on the horizon for Everybody's Nightmare? You guys got some music videos coming out. You guys got some shows planned.
Like we had, we've got a couple of videos getting ready to come out. Just had the Breathe video come out. The new album, Resurrect The Faithful, coming out the 27th. Oh no, it's 23rd.
23rd.
Excuse me. And then
If you haven't checked out the Breathe video, check it out.
There it is.
YouTube. And if you like it, you'll like the rest of the record.
You guys got any thanks you want to give to some people, and then some?
man, everybody. I mean, Bill Chavis, everybody that's stuck with us, and especially in our little inner circle, there's the people that have stayed through the hard times, and that's who we love. We love our people. Thank you to our people, and you know who you are.
Supernova Sound.
Supernova.
Station 8 Productions.
Nick Hines.
Yep.
Nick. I mean, yeah.
Marijuana.
And our buddy Eric Hernandez who did the shot. So we tried this whole record. All we did was these people that we'd met and we'd gelled with and were friends. It wasn't somebody we didn't like. We just tried to keep it all really close. And Bill Chavis, can't say enough about him and Lori. They backed. We made Bill Chavis. We didn't let him hear one song until we written the whole record and never let him hear it. And he's like, "Come on, Rule, come on, let me hear something." He said, "You just gotta trust me." And he came down and heard it while we were in the studio. And I love him for that because he lets us do our thing. And he's the man. He's made a lot of shit happen for us. And I'm gonna kiss him on the jaw when I see him.
Cool. All right, you guys say your goodbyes, and we're gonna sign off.
Thank y'all for
Thank
watching.
y'all, man. Thank you.
Appreciate your support.
Y'all come back now.
EMNrocks.com.
Oh.